You got no chance of hanging. They take the tails when you're flipping the quarter. We ain't slowing down, we crashing through the border. So let the rhythm hit 'em, just let the rhythm hit 'em. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system. Let's turn it up, a little louder, turn it up. A little louder, turn it up. We never turn it down, universal sound. When we move the pound, take a look around. When we touch the town, knock the way, stomping in my big black J's. Corny, get stuck in the maze. We never suffer fools, had enough of you. False friends and loose ends make me wanna.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Tonight, on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Tennessee Titans. Randy Bullock has us all set, and we are underway from Nashville, Tennessee. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was... quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Looking to throw, Prescott. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So, roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around. And we know they'll be here before you know it.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. With that last carry, he's now over 8,000 career rushing yards.
All right, big applause. Lots of clapping for this one, right? Think about it this way. Along the way, he has passed Hall of Famer Terrell Davis, and now he's starting to approach another Hall of Famer in Larry Zonka.
Elliott will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard First and 10 now. Willis and the Titans right at the 30.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Hurry, hurry.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Henry. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marquise Bell. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
A first down carry by Elliott. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And some room to roam now. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early gone. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
First and 10, it's Willis. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down, here's Henry. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. That's good. After 60, after 60. 19 tight, 19 tight. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
It's a play fake. Here's Willis. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later, hey, it's game day again. But I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 42-yard line. Inside give to Elliott. He'll get this down to the 38.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. They go to Elliott again. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. To throw is Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
From the 22, Willis. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Come on.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. 3rd down, it's Willis. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here we go. Check. Ready.
4th down, Willis. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Kill.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. It was Bud Dupree fighting through and making the tackle.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef, that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Prescott now. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side, their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Nice move on the play, but he will be brought down shy of the 15. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Cup 19!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. On now is the Titans punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And now the rookie's free. And they are going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans.
As the offense went on the field to start their last drive, you know they discussed in the huddle, hey, if we put one in the end zone here, we put ourselves in a position to start making a comeback.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Again to Elliott. DeMarcus Walker there on the stop. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Prescott off play action. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Prescott to throw it. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 21. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. There he goes, right side. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. This fielded right at the goal line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Final play of the half, Prescott, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, check that, street.
Off the option, here's Henry. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to 33. 58 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll look to Willis to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Again, it's Elliott. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. And It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Now Prescott. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and
21-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
Ready, set.
Play action. Here's Willis. This will go to Henry out wide. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 71 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Now an option play on second down. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Inside handoff, Henry. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
Rig! 60 Bobcats! Drop 50!
Now Willis. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Out now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And some room to work. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give them 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. Now a handoff as they run left side. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is a modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 9 yards that time.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. On the counter, Elliott. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing, Prescott. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Prescott. This pass out right to Arcega-Whiteside. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 23. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Throwing on 2nd down. Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. And that last throw is going to keep him climbing that all-time passing yards leaderboard as he crosses the 25,000-yard mark now for his career.
He just recently passed Bart Starr. Next up for him, Bob Greasy. That's 2 Hall of Famers, 2 Super Bowl winners, multiple Super Bowl winners. So he's getting up with the legends now. Congratulations.
Now Elliott. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. After the penalty, it's Elliott. Oh, no, he lost the football. And that might be Titan football. It is. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yeah, the opportunity squash. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Panther 11, Panther 11, Buffalo 18.
Willis back to throw it. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Here's Dak. And this one incomplete, threw it down at the feet of his receiver. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. We need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. That one complete to Elliott. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Titans have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you can see what they were trying to do, just send those guys out there to make a play, but that is a costly interception.
Yeah, that's kind of like the backyard. Everybody go deep, and let's see if we can find someone. 4 verticals in the route. Any other time in the game, I love the call. But here, you're not going to hold safeties, you're not going to hold corners with any looks because they know what the situation is, ends up throwing the interception.
Willis, he'll look to throw it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for it. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Second and 2. Now Prescott. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Now one more shot at it. Obviously, again, they've got to go for the end zone.
Well, we've seen it happen before. How about Aaron Rodgers throughout his career? He seems to pull it off about every other week. But if I'm the defense, I'm rushing the quarterback and making him move away from his throwing arm. That makes it a little bit tougher to get it downfield.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. One last shot now for Prescott. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Charles, a heartbreaking way to lose this game. They got into position for that final play, had a decent look toward the end zone, but ultimately picked off, and that's your ball game.
Yeah, they gave themselves a great opportunity, didn't they? They'll replay that snap over and over. But sometimes you just have to give credit to the other side. Defense stood up in the final moment and came through with the interception.
So for the Titans, they get an all-important 10th win to move them to 10-6 with 1 week to go. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they drop a somewhat costly one to fall to 11-5 on the year. And they will look to turn it around next time out.
It's that hate, boy. Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. Tell them line it up. Like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide them. Yellow offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, give it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it hit, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. See, we came up from the bottom.